So welcome back to the blueprint part 2. In the previous video, we took a look at basically Axiom's main feature, the main interface, what each button means, or whatever each number means on the Axiom interface. I took you guys over all of that stuff, and today we're going to be taking a look at each token. So basically the screen that you see when you click on a token, I'm going to be explaining holders, top 10 holders, charts, buy, sell, whatever, the whole thing I'm going to be taking you guys over in this video. So again, this is the blueprint part 2. So without wasting any more time, before we do start, actually do make sure to hit the thumbs up button and drop a comment down below on what you think about this series so far, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So let's get right into the video and head over to our screen. So we're over at our screen looking at Axiom right now. Again, if you're not on Axiom, this is the best Solana trading platform out there right now. Check it out from the link down in the description. You'll get 10% off on trading fees, which again can add up to a lot. And the features I'm going to be going over, some of them might be only Axiom Pro exclusive, so do make sure to check it out from the link down in the description, and you could follow along after you have signed up. So in the first video, we went over what the whole interface, what everything means, all these buttons, what they mean, what the numbers mean, and everything of that sort. So today we're going to be taking a look at, let's just check out a random coin. So let's use this coin as an example to show you guys what the whole interface means basically. So the first thing you'll see is this kind of interface. It probably looks familiar if you have used any other trading platform. The big thing you see is basically the chart. So this is the up and down green red candles basically tracking the price movement. This is by market cap, it's not by price. On Axiom Pro, it's basically by market cap. So 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever 1,000 market cap you're at, it'll show the graph by the market cap. You could change that, you could change it to like USD, so it'll show like the price of the coin, but I just set it to Solana. Oh, or actually you could that was Solana price, or you could just set it to price instead of market cap. And since the price for this meme coins are very low, it'll show like a lot of zeros, so it's better, you could get a better understanding with the market cap graph. So again, the graph, these bubbles you see are basically the wallets I'm tracking their buys and sells. So the ones that you see a green circle around, that's where they bought. If you see a red circle, that's where they sold. So this is a really good feature to actually look into what other people are buying, what others wallets that you're tracking, what they're buying, and where the attention is. Again, I'm gonna be going over that in a different video, but I'm just explaining what everything basically means. And this M basically means this is when the token graduated, so where it passed the bonding curve and it went over. This coin is actually going crazy right now, but again, we're only taking a look at the interface for now. We're not actually trading this coin. And all these quick things you see, this quick screen you see, is basically every buy and sell that's going on. So if let's just make this bigger for a second, we could see every few seconds you will see the buys and sells, how much market cap, what market cap they bought or sold at, the amount they bought or sold, the total USD. So red would be a sell, green would be a buy, and then you see the wallet address right here. And next to the wallet address, you might see a bunch of different logos right here. So this one right here is a bundler logo. So bundler, basically, as I explained in the last video, it's basically fake volume. So this, not exactly fake, but again, it's just basically that one person is controlling a bunch of different wallets, or one wallet is funding a lot of different wallets. So one person can emulate that a lot of people are buying and selling this token, while it's only like one, or like, a few people controlling the wallet. So they could use this trick to make it look like the coin's getting attention, or just get people to buy into the coin. So that right there is a bundler. That's if the wallet is being controlled by other wallets basically. So again, that's also not a great sign, but most of these buys and sells, you don't see that logo, so which is usually a good sign, and you could see this coin's actually going crazy. But that's what you see here. So this is how long ago the transaction was, what the transaction, so was it a buy or sell, what market cap, amount, total USD, and the wallets basically. So that's for the trades. That's usually you could see how if they're bundled or not, usually from this kind of side. Just really quick, if you go to holders, you'll see top holders. This right here on the left, you'll see the people who are holding the most amount of coins, basically the top holders, and on the right you'll see a bubble map. So these are two different things. Let's take a look at the holders first. So on the left side, first thing you see is the wallet address who's seen. The first one you'll probably see is the liquidity pool, so don't worry about that. That's about the liquidity. That's not an actual person. The second one you'll see is basically the biggest person that's holding this coin. So this person bought 1.36k and their PNL is like 2.5. So the remaining 3.8k. So this is their sole balance, what their wallet is holding on the last active. So their sole balance is only like 1.1k, and they bought in 1.36k. So this is the average buy, this is the average sell, this is the PNL, this is the what they have remaining in the coin, and this is where the funding or where the money from their wallet came from. So again, very important things. This funding is usually very helpful. If you see like fishy wallets, all the wallets say like 55 minutes ago, 57 minutes ago, you know, those kinds of wallets, those are ways you could tell that this token is bundled. So this one, you see all, if you see these connected dots, this is basically means one wallet funded 4 different wallets that bought into this coin. So that's how you could tell it's being bundled. But again, you don't see too much of this going around. You see like one wallet funded the other, not too much. Sometimes you'll see like really big circle type thingies. Well, it'll be really obvious that this coin is basically being bundled. This one's not too bad, you only see a few. So again, not a terrible sign. And the funding is not fishy as well. They're all different: 1 month, 1 day, 2 months, 3 days, 9 months, 1 hour, right? It's very different, which is usually a good sign, because not everyone funds their wallet. Like you won't see 10 people funding the wallet in just like an hour ago, right? So that's how that's a really good feature that you could use to actually tell if this coin is bundled or not. Sometimes it doesn't show up in the bundler percentage, but you could obviously tell from the funding. So that's very important as well. And the bubble mass usually gives you a good visual look on how the holders are looking. So again, two really good useful features that you could use to track down the coin and its holders. If we go into the top traders, this is basically who made the most PNL. So number one, we see 2.22k PNL, 1.15, and the lower you go, the less PNL they have. So top traders, basically people who have made the most money from this coin. They have really huge soul wallets and their average buy and sell. So basically whoever made the most money from this coin. And dev tokens, how many tokens the dev has made. So this dev, this you could use to find out the history of the dev. If they have made really good running tokens in the past, it's likely that this token will run as well. So this one, not too great. 0% migrated. They have made 408 no, actually 40807 have not migrated, and 21 have migrated. So very little coins migrate from this developer, so usually not a great sign. But again, it doesn't mean that if they haven't migrated in the past, they won't migrate. So because, you know, this one's going crazy right now. We saw this coin at like 50-60k, and now it's at 200k. But again, it doesn't mean that if their past hasn't been good, that their new coins won't do good. But again, it's usually better to find a trusted developer, or a good developer that has made migrating coins in the past. So this is it for this bottom section. You could open this instant trade panel right here. This is a really good if you want really fast buys and sells. You won't have to click twice. So there are two different buys. This one you could buy instantly. You won't have to click the amount and then buy. You could literally just click the amount and it'll buy for you. On this right side, you have to click the amount. Let's say I'm buying 1 SOL, and then you have to click the amount and then you have to click buy. This one, you click 1 SOL and it buys instantly. So this one you could use if you're like trading really fast, or you don't want to waste your time like entering amounts. You could edit this section right here to buy whatever amount you set, your presets basically, and all of that good stuff. So let's go over this one right here. So here you have your presets basically set on what amount you're buying. So when you're buying, you usually if you're trading like with really small amounts, you could change these to like 0.005. I don't recommend it, but you can. It is a possibility. So usually it's like 0.1, 0.2, 0.5, and 1 SOL. Again, if you're buying really huge amounts, you could put like 1, 2, 5, 10, whatever. Again, you could change it according to your needs. So really good, really easy to just select the amount you want to buy and then just click buy from here. And here you'll see how much SOL you have bought, how much you sold, what you're currently holding, and your PNL, how much you made or lost from this coin. And after you have bought or sold this coin, you'll usually get like a generate PNL, like the poster thingies you see where you see other people's PNL, crazy PNLs. You could generate that from here once you buy or sell the token. So that's for the PNLs. Here you'll see the token info, top 10 holders, all the stuff we went over in the previous video. It's basically expanded right here, so you could see it once you click on the coin as well. And here you have the buy and sell fees settings. So slippage, usually personally I keep it very low, so 20% is a low slippage. Priority, just set it, I really there's different presets. This preset is literally at 0, basically buy and sell both at 0, and different presets you'll see slippage 15%, priority 0.001, bribe 0.01. so that's another different video that I have made on buy and sell settings. But again, just if you're trading with really small amount, this really doesn't matter, because you don't want crazy you don't want to waste your money on executing the order. You want to maximize your profit, so you could set this really low, like 0.0001, and it wouldn't matter. And the slippage is what matters. So if the coin is moving really fast, again, if you place the order here and it goes down it goes up 15%, do you still want to execute the trade? So that's basically what slippage is. I usually keep it very low, because then I could decide again, do I still want to buy this coin if it has gone up at more than 20, 30, whatever percent. So again, I keep it very low. Also priority bribe very low, because if you're trading with small amounts, really does not matter. So again, that's that. Token info we went over. Token banner, reuse image token. This is really useful if you're looking at a coin and if it has been used before. We could see this liquid asset was used like 1 year ago, so that's not too bad. But again, if you see like a new tweet came in or whatever, a lot of people will try to create that coin. So you could see which one is the original coin or which one's doing better. So here you could see similar tokens. You don't see anything here, but again, that's useful when something popular comes in. And here you see the market cap on the top. If we see all the links that we went over in the previous video, but basically how many users are looking at this coin, and the market cap, its price, how much it has in liquidity, global fees paid, very important thing to spot rugs. Dev migration, basically the dev tokens we looked at, only 21 tokens of the dev have migrated. And send alert to lobby, basically if you're using Axiom features, you could trade together with your friends or whatever, so you could use that feature as well. And again, on the left we have basic chart features, draw on the graph, whatever, make things. That's not too useful when you're working with like fast moving meme coins, but again, you could use that if you want to. So again, I believe that is everything we had to cover in this video. So again, making pretty long videos, but probably it's gonna be really helpful when you're moving forward with meme coins. You want to know what everything means, what you're seeing and what you're looking at. So that was about it for this video, guys. In this video, this is day 2 of the blueprint. We took you guys over Axiom features on the token side of things. In the first video, I took you guys over on the first screen on Axiom Pro. This is the screen you'll see when you click on a specific coin. I took you guys what everything means, and if I missed something, do let me know. I'll cover it in the next video. So if you did enjoy the video, hit the thumbs up button, drop a comment down below on what you think about the series so far, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.